Why, hello, boys and girls. You all know me. I am Mr. Potato Head, and I am down here in Mexico in front of my hacienda. I was asked to come forward and introduce you to the following lesson. If you would, please pay close attention to your teacher and watch the video. Thank you. Gracias.
You are presently looking at Lesson 12, Horizontal Lookup. Make sure you save this in your Excel folder as Lesson 12 and your name. Now, you'll notice that this is very similar to the lesson you had in Vertical Lookup, and to make sure that you grasp that and adjust it equally to Horizontal Lookup, I've placed example, Benedict, Campbell, Corbett, Hans, Haven, Hess, and Giuliano. Here's their points. Now over here, you are going to have this horizontal lookup. You'll notice it says C4, that's where we are right here. Absolute A, absolute 14. Look down here for the table. Here's absolute A, 14, and you have absolute E, absolute 15. So here's column E, and we have all the way down here to 15. So in essence, whatever the value is here, in this case it's a 90, the computer will slide over and present it excellent. Same thing holds true for 82, 73, 66, so on and so forth. Now, do not type this one in, okay? This is just to illustrate it to you. You'll notice it says this table is similar to the vertical lookup. Here's the equation, similar to vertical lookup. Save as lesson 12. Design your lesson similar to the one on the left, however, you'll be using the one below. If you cannot recall the equation we use for the sum, look back at lesson 12 and you'll hopefully recall it. Okay, down here is the spreadsheet you need to type in. Please type in your name and put your points across just like you did before. Here's the one for the equal sign for the sum, but you do the fill down. Now, you'll notice that this is row 8, okay? Got to give a little thought here. This one up here is row 14. So you could make it row 10 and row 11 for your horizontal lookup. And we want you to use the same concept we have here. However, you are going to place right here your horizontal lookup equation right here at this spot and do a fill down. Very similar to the vertical lookup. So here's your table. Type it in below, right? Since this is row 8, you can make it row 10 or 11, whatever you want, and go across and then just simply adjust it to your horizontal lookup equation. However, you'll notice that what you're going to have here for your name, the total points, right, is going to be in G4. Okay, G4, G5, G6, G7, and G8. Okay, let's look at the spreadsheet and see exactly how this all comes about. Okay, here's the spreadsheet. We have our headings, heading, and here's the total amounts. I just put those in there. However, in the other assignment you're creating, you must put the sum equation and total them up. Now, before we look over here at the horizontal lookup, let's look at the table. Now, the beginning of the table is in A14. Don't forget absolute A, absolute 14. And it goes over here to E15. Absolute E, absolute 15. And there's two parts to it. So it's going to be comma 2. Now, let's look up here and see what the equation looks like. You'll notice we have horizontal lookup. C4, that's what this is. Absolute comma, absolute A, absolute 14, colon, absolute E, absolute 15, comma 2. Okay? And then we just simply grabbed this and did a fill down. And basically that's it. Now your lesson will be at the bottom of that handout. So all you got to do is make a few changes to it, add the sums, and you are okay and off and running. Okay, here's the one you're going to do. Now, if you look carefully, we have the names. However, you're going to have to add up the totals here for total points, right? Unlike the one up above. Now remember, this is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8. So you can put your table at 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, whatever you want. Don't put it too far down, okay? Don't forget the absolute so you can determine what's going on. So you can look up above and your spreadsheets can be very similar. Okay, thank you for watching our video.
That's all, folks.